All right, in this video, we are breaking down internal rotation AIS. This is active isolated stretching. So if you haven't watched the hip flexor AIS video, go back and watch that. It goes over the principles of how this concept works. For now, we're doing internal rotation. The reason we say internal rotation is because we're focused on internally rotating in a way that stretches our external rotators in the glutes, not necessarily the gigantic glute maximus muscle, but our deeper internal rotator muscles. The ones that when you feel like, oh, I got, bad back pain or, my hips are really tight, these are the ones that will help open it up and relieve a lot of that pressure because we're really targeting that piriformis muscle, the one that your sciatic nerve runs through. A lot of people who have sciatica, really what they have is they have tight glutes, especially the piriformis muscle, because the piriformis is basically like a little donut, and right through the donut hole is where the sciatic nerve runs all the way down your leg. Causes, if you got back pain or issues like, numbness in your feet, things like that, that sciatica is what most people are commonly refer to it, is oftentimes if you do some proper stretching of your piriformis and open up the glutes, that relieves a lot of the pressure on the sciatic nerve and fixes the sciatica. So internal rotation AIS is an easy way to do this. That being said, all we're doing is we're laying down flat on our back. Our legs are going to be at 90 degrees. Feet are going to be outside of the hips. And we're simply just rolling our feet in, trying to crush a soda can between your knees. If you can touch your knees together, it means that you need to either move your feet further wide, or to avoid some stress on the knees, you can slide your feet down slightly, or both, depending on what angle you're at. The key is you need to find the angle that allows you to get the stretch on the outsides of your glutes without causing any excessive torquing on your knee, and you're not touching the knees together, because as soon as your knees are able to touch, you run out of range of motion to get that stretch. So what it'll look like is something like this. Is I'm laying down on the ground, my legs are at about a 45-degree angle off of my body, knees are at 90 degrees to start, and I'm going to contract by pressing my belly button into the ground, hold that pelvis still, and roll onto the insides of my feet. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Getting a little bit of a better angle so you can see without staring right up at my junk. Then contract and hold. 2, 3, relax. Contract. 1, 2, 3, relax. Contract. And I'm feeling that stretch right on the outside, deep into that glute area. Contract. And now as my knees are getting closer and closer to touch, I just slide my feet a little further apart, maybe down a little, contract, and I don't get anywhere near as close as you can see, but I'm still getting that stretch. And the goal with the internal rotation AIS is that we focus on that stretch in there, opening up the hips, stretching out the glutes and all those external rotators that are going to get worked when we do a lot of swings and squats, any single leg work, and a lot of just any movement that you're doing in your training. Glutes are bound to get tight. This helps alleviate some of that and open up the mobility so that when you're getting into deeper ranges of motion, like in a pistol squat, a regular squat, being able to sit further back into your swing, the glutes aren't the thing that are inhibiting that. So this is something, again, you can knock it out for similar rep ranges, 8 to 10 reps. If you're doing it throughout the workout, you might drop that down to about 5, but you're not doing each side, and it's a lot quicker to go through because you're stretching both sides at the same time. So again, generally you can knock out 8 to 10 reps pretty easily. Layer it in throughout your workout as recovery, as well as during your warm-up, and you're going to see a dramatic increase in your mobility and probably some relief of any potential back pain you might be dealing with. So that is our internal rotation AIS. Catch you in the next video.